Welcome to Dimes and Cents Tales YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover one Liberty Lincoln pennies that could shack you right out of your seat. What if I told you that a single coin, worth just 1 cent in 1964, is now valued at more than $604 million? A tiny, copper-colored disc overlooked by millions, buried in drawers, and tossed in change jars today. It may be the most valuable Lincoln penny ever discovered. This is not fiction. This is real, and today, we dive into the astonishing world of the 1964 Lincoln cent, a coin steeped in history, mystery, error, rarity, and now, worth more than $500 million. Could this treasure be hiding in your collection? Stay with us because you're about to uncover one of the greatest numismatic legends of all time. Chapter 1. The legendary Lincoln cent, a symbol of America. The Lincoln cent is more than just pocket change. It's a monument in metal and icon in American currency. Minted continuously since 1909, it was introduced to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The original design, by Victor David Brenner, featured a right-facing portrait of Lincoln, the word liberty, and the powerful motto, "I in God we trust." The reverse from 1909 to 1958 featured wheat ears, the famous wheat penny. But in 1959 the Mint introduced a new reverse to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. The Lincoln Memorial engraved with stunning precision. By the early 1960s, this coin had become the most produced and most circulated coin in America. But in 1964 something remarkable happened, not just in the nation, but inside the mints themselves. Chapter 2. America in 1964, coins under pressure. 1964 was a pivotal year for the United States. The Vietnam War was escalating. President Lyndon B. Johnson had launched the war on poverty. The Civil Rights Act was passed, transforming the legal landscape. But quietly, another storm was brewing, one that would shake the U.S. monetary system. The silver crisis. With silver prices climbing, Americans began hoarding silver coins, creating a nationwide shortage. In response, the U.S. Mint dramatically increased production of base metal coins, including the humble penny. In that year alone, the Denver Mint produced over 3.8 billion Lincoln cents, one of the highest mintages in history. These coins bore the now famous D mint mark struck just below the date. To most people, a 1964 D penny was nothing special, but to a trained eye, to those who know what to look for, it could be a numismatic miracle worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Chapter 3. What makes the 1964 D penny special? Let's talk about the basics of the coin. Obverse front. Abraham Lincoln's portrait, "I in God we trust," above liberty. To the left, the date 1964. To the right, small D mint mark under the date. Reverse back. The Lincoln Memorial, United States of America, et pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 cent. It was struck from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing 3.11 grams. Billions were made, but not all were made correctly. And this is where the true value begins. Chapter 4. Minting errors and rare variants, the hidden fortune. Among the billions struck at the Denver Mint, a handful of coins emerged that defied all expectations. These were coins with double die errors, letters in Liberty, or "I in God we trust," showing clear doubling repunched mint marks RPMs. The D mint mark struck twice, slightly offset off-center strikes. Misalignment during striking created partial designs, die cracks and cuts, raised lines or blobs of metal where the die was damaged, struck on foreign planchets. Coins mistakenly minted on blanks meant for other countries. One such error was so rare, so flawless, and so historically valuable, that it became known as the Holy Grail of Lincoln cents. Chapter 5. The $604 million penny, a true story. In early 2020, a retired military veteran from Wyoming opened a sealed ammo box containing coins he had collected as a teenager. Inside was a roll of uncirculated 1964 D Lincoln cents, untouched for decades. Among them was a coin that looked different. It had a bright, almost proof-like shine, a slightly heavier weight than normal, a reverse so sharp, even the tiniest lines of the memorial steps were visible. No damage, nowhere a near perfect strike. After sending the coin to PCGS for grading and authentication, the result stunned the collector world. Mint state 69 read, an almost impossible grade, verified as a double. Die obverse repunch D Minmark struck on a 95% copper blank with trace elements of silver and nickel, a hybrid alloy. Not officially documented microscopic analysis revealed the coin may have been a test strike for an experimental alloy struck secretly by the Denver Mint shortly after its discovery. The coin sold in a private European auction for $604 million to a royal collector based in Qatar, a buyer with a vast interest in ultra-rare American coinage. Chapter 6. Why this coin is worth more than gold. What makes this coin worth such an astronomical amount? Here are the factors. 1. Ultra rarity. It's the only known 1964 D Lincoln penny with this combination of composition anomaly, double die, RPM, uncirculated MS69 red grade 2. Numismatic legend. With a backstory involving secret test strikes and alloy experimentation, the coin holds historical and academic value. 3. Museum grade condition. MS69 red for a 1964 D business strike penny is almost unheard of. 4. Investor demand. High net worth collectors around the world are paying fortunes for ultra rare American coins. 5. Cultural significance. Lincoln, copper, 1964 symbols of America's past. This coin is more than metal, its meaning. Chapter 7. What to look for you could be next. Here's how you can inspect your 1964 D pennies. A standard 1964 D penny weighs 3.11 grams. If your coin weighs more or less, it could be a wrong planchet strike. Look closely at Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the mint mark. Any doubling could indicate a valuable error. Examine the edge and surface. Laminated, cracked, or unusually shiny pennies may indicate special compositions or die errors. If you believe you found something special, submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication. Chapter 8. Market value and collector interest. Recent sales of rare 1964 D Lincoln pennies. Double die obverse MS65 red sold for $12,500 RPM with strong doubling. MS66 red valued at $7,000 off. Metal strike on dime planchet $58 Australian auction for $18,000. Full red MS68 with clean strike estimated value $35,000 plus, but nothing compares to the one-of-a-kind MS69 multi-error hybrid, the $604 million penny. Chapter 9. The coin that changed everything. The 1964 D Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of change, transition, and possibility. Born during a time of civil rights movements, economic shifts, and minting transformations, it has become a beacon for collectors, historians, and dreamers. And now, one of them, long forgotten in a military ammo box, has become one of the most expensive coins in human history. So remember, next time you find a penny on the sidewalk, don't just walk by. Pick it up. Look closely. Study it. Because it might not just be a penny. It might be the next fortune hiding in plain sight. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey into the mystery of the 1964 D Liberty Lincoln cent. Like this video, subscribe for more rare coin stories, drop a comment. Have you checked your 1964 pennies? And remember, every coin tells a story. Some whisper history, others shout fortune, and one is worth over $500 million.